go. There we go. Hey, everybody, this is Garrick with eXp Realty, and today we have our guest, Ben, your agent from Southern California. He's going to be sharing with us the 100-point day success checklist.
Yes.
And this checklist is hopefully going to guide your day in terms of the activities you need to do in order to prospect and follow up, focus on your income producing activities, and maintain some self-accountability. So Ben, tell me about this forum, and let's go get started. You have share screen access, and go ahead. We can start talking about it.
Before I share screen, let me give you a background on why I even want to share with you guys the 100-point daily success checklist. I started as a solo agent at first, in my first 3 months of real estate. And I was just like, man, there's just so much to do every single day, right? Like, you just get overwhelmed sometimes, and sometimes when you get overwhelmed, you get frustrated and you end up not doing nothing. So this 100-point success checklist is great. I'm a type A personality, so I like to mark off things as I go. There's some type of feeling I get when I can put a value to what I'm doing, right? So that's why this is so good. And 100 points is not a lot once you see the breakdown that I'm about to show you on the sheet. So if you have any questions, you're rewatching this video here, go ahead and put it in the description that I have questions, and we'll reach out to you again, either Garrick or myself. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. This is the 100-point daily success checklist. Now, we can give you this if you're rewatching this. This is a PDF. You can edit it if you want. This is what is the original one that I have. I literally have it next to me every single day. When I get started with work, I pull it out, and this is exactly what I do. I'll put my name, and yeah, if you're just seeing it yourself, yes, that's still put your name, man. It's like clocking in, like when you're clocking into work, you're punching in with your name time slot thing. Just put your name, the date. This is really good. This section I love here, because you're constantly reminding yourself what you want to make this year. And if you haven't yet, you need to set a year goal. Start every year, like during December, there are tons of trainings on business planning, and I would recommend definitely having a year goal, because without a year, you're just shooting darts in the dark, pretty much, right? And it's great to know how much you close during the year, so it keeps you on track, and the pending, and then the difference, right? And then what I like to do typically is I like to just go down here. I changed this already from VU leads to what I'm grateful for, right? So if I have no business right now, you're a new agent or just starting agent, I would put grateful right here, and I write in 7 things you're grateful for if you don't have any clients. So I put grateful or your top hot leads. So if I have clients that I'm working with, I would put the clients here, and then any slots I don't have filled out, I would just put what I'm grateful for. So gratitude is always a helpful thing to motivate you to do your business and accomplish your whys. Then after I do that, I go up here. Every morning, my life points here. This is separate from the 100 points, right, guys? So right here, my life.
I thought it would be. That'd be like half of them right there.
No. This is separate right here, separate. So this is just for you and what you should do every single day. You should read at least 30 minutes, exercise 30 minutes, and meditate 30 minutes. So, those are big values, but it's a separate out of your 100-point daily success tracker here. So, and so that's that. And then after, I do this in the morning, literally when I wake up, I do a dog walk and I read my Bible. So like I check this off right away. That's 50 points. I do my 50 points right there. And then I go to this section. This section is literally where the 100-point value sheet is really calculated. So for here, update, I do Oojo and Redfin. If you guys have any like Zillow or whatever too, like right here, update Zillow Premier app. Like I have that here as well. A team call, scripts, social
So everybody
media.
here today gets 5 points.
Yes, exactly. 5 points. Social media posts. That's self accountability right there. If you do 5 social media posts, boom, 5 points. Past client touches, offer written, listing and buyer appointments. Why is listing more appointments more points? Why do you think, Garrett? Let me ask you.
What's that? Why is the listing appointment more points
than a buyer appointment?
Listing appointment actually has a potential to get you a buyer and a seller, and you could always leverage listing appointments to get more business.
Exactly. And then for showing, closing, pop buys. Pop buy is basically your past client. You're in the area. You're like, hey, Garrett, I'm right by your house. I just want to come by and say hi, drop them off, maybe something nice or whatever. Put it into, you put it into action, because this definitely helps rather than a postcard that you can send them, right? An automated postcard or a client giant. It's better to pop by your past clients or your potential clients, right? So Bomb video I have in there too. I love using Bomb videos. Every single time I get off a call with a client or just another agent or whatever, I drop them a Bomb video. And you also get free 10 Bomb videos in your KV Core account as well, if you didn't know that, through email. So you can automatically do that.
Is that 10 per month or 10 per
I believe it's 10 per month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Yeah. And then asking for any reviews. So I always like to start from the top and go down. But sometimes I skip because I'm like, oh, hey, roll team check-in. You guys already checked in with Garrett today. Like just like that, you get 5 points, right? Team call, check-in, you see how you get 10 points right there. Role play extra, ask for referral, this is like the easiest one. Well, for some people, 0 email inbox.
Impossible for me.
Yeah,
I'm at 16,000
emails, but and then calls. Here's the fun part, the calls here, right? So let's go to dials. This is, I know it's very task driven, but if you can just check mark how I do my dials here, guys, is I would cross it off if it's just a dial, I didn't get a hold of anyone, right? Or I would use a highlighter if I call someone and I got a hold of them, had a conversation, I would highlight that dial, right? Box. But if I made an appointment, I would circle the box. So I'm gonna say it again. If I just called the person, didn't get a hold of them, just dropped an email, whatever, I mean a voicemail or a text, then I would just cross it off. If I got a hold of them and I had some conversation, I would highlight it, and I would also cross it up here if it's a new conversation. And then if I made an appointment, I would circle the box just so I can keep track, right? All right, so, and then whatever dial you did, the goal is, as many as you can, of course. And then I also do cold calling. So I use Mojo Dollar. So in a Mojo Dollar, I would do in a 2-hour span, 100 calls. So I put right here, Mojo, 100 dials. They tell you how many you contacted. I'll just use the side area to, if you do like a dialer, put it here, but I don't count it with in here. So if I do a dialer, I put it right on the side. And then if I use my manual dialing, I just cross it off right here. Does that make sense?
So if I had a conversation and that turned into a buyer appointment, so I got 1 point for the dial and then 15 points for the appointment that I'm going to go in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then for the ones that like you left a voicemail, you could actually then send a, let's say that they're like warmly. So these dials are like totally new, or they're like follow-up calls.
These are all like for me, what I do, I use it for basically new dials, like new dials, because follow-up is just, you're just following up with people. But if you want, you can. I mean, it's totally customized. It's whatever you guys really want. But I like to use it as like brand new dial phone numbers that I haven't do, because it gets you to more it's a prospecting. It's prospecting that you want to do at the end of the day, right?
Right.
So, but if you use it as a follow-up dials, then I mean, I guess you can. Hey, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I see your point, because if you're just following up, it's not new business. You're just keeping existing stuff going. But if you wanted to go from like 1 to 2 transactions to 5 to 10, or 10 to 20, you have to have more and more people into that pipeline for sure. So I think you're right.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it could be 100-point daily level activity checklist. And one of the biggest things is prospecting should be one of your biggest goals, right, Garrett?
Yep, for sure, for sure. So Mojo, you're hitting about 100 calls per day, and it takes about 2 hours.
Yeah.
You doing that in the morning, like first thing after the coffee, like 9 o'clock, 9 to 11?
Here's my Google Calendar.
Oh, I like that you have Saturday completely open.
Yeah, no, I have to have. I take off Friday sunset till Saturday sunset.
Wow. Okay, that's very strict. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So Mondays. So I have my cold call prospecting in here. Typically in the afternoons, but I like it in the mornings too, right? So I also have cold calling at night. So I do 2 times per day.
Okay.
That's just me. I'm like crazy like that.
This is a whole nother workshop on time blocking for sure.
Yeah, so yeah, the whole nother. So going back to here, so that's how I deal with the dial comma section area, right? And the follow-up, you were talking about follow-up. So nurtures are typically where I knock out at least 5. You want to do at least 5 follow-ups, right? At least 5
Yeah.
follow-ups, 5 clients. So if you don't have 5 clients yet, then you should be dialing or prospecting or door knocking or whatever. One thing I didn't add in here, I took out role play extra and I put door knocking right there.
Ooh, I like that.
So, because I mean, you role play, that's one time enough, and then I put door knocking right here.
How would you rate that? Would you like 1
I
point
put
for
the
every
same
door? Or
amount.
do you like half a point per door, or what do you
No,
think?
it's just straight up 15. You door knock
Oh,
for the day,
okay.
15. That's it.
Okay, that's not one door, guys. Okay, so
I mean, if you started with 1 door, great. I mean, but then you add yourself, 2 doors, 3
that's
doors.
true. That is true.
You got to start with 1. And then the other thing that I changed, if you don't want to do bomb videos, I put email marketing campaign. So every Wednesday I put out an email marketing campaign. So I put the email marketing campaign right here as well.
Are you using MailChimp for that?
Yes, sir.
Good, good.
Yes. And then SOI is, you should at least try your best to hit up 5 people sphere of influence. And then videos, however it's like, I'll break down videos for you. A YouTube video you made, a story, reel, look in Instagram, story, reel, live, IG, and a post, a regular post. That's 5 right there if you can, you know? So not every day are you gonna get 5 videos unless you're like Garrett with TikTok or me, like where we do a ton of videos, you know, every day. But if you know, so that's basically, oh, and one last thing, sorry, is appointments, right? So you get an appointment from your dial, or you have an appointment. I like to use this section for, what appointments do I have today, and what appointments did I set for the future? Hope that helps.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
And then, and for you,
Yeah.
Garrett, this, like, if they're in a like a shift in your office, this might help as well, I found. So they have to turn it in. So with my team leader, I turn in this success checklist to him every day.
Oh, the boss Hector wants you to do that. Is that, or
No,
that's your
he didn't
choice?
ask. He didn't ask. I did volunteered because I want to keep myself accountable. And I
Yeah.
want to show him that, hey, look, I'm not just wasting my time.
Wow.
I'm grateful to be part of your team, and I want to show you that, hey, look, this is the activity I accomplished. So when we meet up on Mondays for our team meeting, he can look at the success checklist every day that I've been doing and maybe take note of, hey, you're lacking in here. You need to do this. You need to do that. It just helps him.
Good, good, good. I like it. You're using KV Core, is that right?
Yes, yes.
Cool.
And some of the, and KV Core is great too, because it has a daily 10 calls that you should at least make, you know, in your KV Core. Do you know that already?
Yo, show us.
So I like to jump in here, and this is another way to keep yourself accountable. You're like, I don't have any calls to make, you know, like I don't want to jump on my, you know, go to your KV Core, right in your front page. They give you 10 numbers that you should reach out to. Boom, right here. You see, this is the main page, activities, and then hit calls. There will be always 10 due today calls
Oh
every single
no.
day. So these are 10 that you need to reach. Like, it'll tell you, you haven't called in 6 months, or you haven't called any of these. And then if you let it go, it goes to past due. So, you know, call these first or whatever, you know what I mean?
Uh-oh. Seems like you have homework to do too.
I do. And I do. There's homework every single day. So yeah. So yeah, that goes with how you should, any questions on this, Stacy?
Yeah, let's open up to the floor. Anybody have got ideas, questions for sure.
Let me stop sharing.
Yeah.
I know it's pretty self-explanatory, probably.
Can you explain bomb video and what that is, and what is Oojo?
Okay, so bomb video. Let me go back to my screen here. Go back to here. So bomb video is basically, can you see this right here?
I see your sand dunes.
I see your
Oh.
screensaver.
Oh, sorry. Let me go back to here. I apologize. So do you see my KV Core?
Yes.
I'm going to click an example of Hector Martinez. So when you click a client in here, let me make the screen a little bigger. One tool that you have it is right here called Core Video. Do you see that? When you click Core Video, you're able to record a video with your webcam or whatever. You should have a webcam on your laptop or your phone. And then bomb is just where you can leave a video. You click open recorder, allow the camera, and you name it, let's say, checking in, right? Name the video checking in. And right here, you see that? Where you see how that popped up?
Yes, I see it.
So basically it's a video tool for me to record a video, and it's set, and then once you're done with the video, you put your information on the bottom or whatever you want to say, and then it'll show on here whatever you want to say, like reach out to me, your contact information, whatever, and then you can put the subject. Right now they allow only 10 for emails, but if you want the text sent to text, oh, right here. So no cost to you, 10 single-use video emails a month.
Okay.
So it's free, but if you want to do it through the text, then you have to upgrade.
Okay.
But it's a convenient way through your CRM to send people, and oh, if you upgrade, it's $30 a month. But yeah, it's just a simple way to like do your CRM to send videos.
Okay. I got it.
Yep, and then Oojo is just another lead source. Right now, they're not really giving a lot of like leads, but Oojo is, you can sign up through EXP. You like you email Debbie that you want to be part of an Oojo account, and they will send you steps to sign up for that. It's like Redfin, Zillow kind of deal where you pay them a referral fee.
Okay.
At first, I thought,
the
Marquina, I
option.
thought you were calling about Mojo, and Mojo is a dialer.
Oh,
I know
Yeah.
about Mojo. I
So there
know
is two
Mojo.
things. There's two things. So Ojo is the referral business, and then the Mojo is the dialer. So you're calling.
So Oojo is part of the Mojo family.
No.
Oh,
Ojo
okay.
is a referral real estate company, and then they send you
Okay.
leads, kind
Oh,
of
okay.
like Opcity.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you sign up with Opcity yet?
I have Opcity, so I'll stick with one at a time.
Why
I just did
why
that
not open all the
yesterday.
faucets?
Correct. Yeah.
Well, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
So when you decide to open all the faucets, that'll be like everything should funnel into your CRM. So we're using
Okay.
Chime, Ben's using KV Core. So you're gonna want like your Zillow leads coming into your CRM, your Ojo coming into your CRM, the Mojo people who pick up the phone on Mojo, you're gonna write their name and phone number and email down. Then you're gonna put them in the CRM. Maybe if you're a Redfin partner, you'll put that into the CRM. So everything goes into one place, so you know who to call next time. So it
Oh,
keeps you
okay. I'll
accountable.
have to-
So
okay.
when you wake up and say, oh, I didn't call that. No, you don't even think about it. You look at your list and you go straight down and boom, 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 boom. You're wasting time thinking who I should call next. Let the system tell you who to call next.
All right. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Absolutely.
So
And
Ben, I have a question for the Bomb video.
sure.
Is that the easiest way to work together with the KV call? Can you
Yeah.
just upload like a regular video like you shoot by yourself, or you have to use Bomb?
From what I understand, you have to use BombBomb because it's integrated with KV Core.
Oh.
Now, if you use other systems, I believe you can record it with your phone and just upload it. But with KV Core, I think you can only use BombBomb videos. Let me see. Let me check.
So I think both of you are right. Because I know Stacy makes her own videos. So Stacy, go make your regular video. But then when you open that Bomb console, it says upload. So you're going to put the video you recorded and put it in there so that when people open their email, they can see that. That's one way to do it.
Sorry to interrupt. One of the great things too is like with the premium BombBomb version, you can like record yourself and then reuse that recording. So if you want to like purpose the same video to all your clients, you can do that, and it saves it for you. So yeah, that's another thing. And it says, what is OJ?
I think Ojo.
Ojo. Okay, got it. All right. Any other questions?
No, what is Oojo? To be honest, since I joined EXP, I just noticed the time, right? It's so great what you're doing every day. You hold yourself accountable. I consider myself as a very self-driven, very hard-working person, but I'm not very organized because I was pulled by hundreds of things, right?
Yeah.
And I try to stay focused. I have a hard time. So I even didn't really spend the time to understand how EXP works, what the free resources we have. So Bonbon, I tried to actually use these services for a long time, but I give up. It's because it just takes too much time to do all these things, and then my sales is really dropped. I don't have time to follow up with my clients. I guess what is Ojo and how you manage your time, Ben?
Yeah, so Oojo, again, Oojo is a real estate company that is owned by Movodo or something like that. And they give out lead sources, just like Redfin does and Zillow does. That's the best way.
Through EXP, it's for free.
It's not through EXP, it's just another company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so let me put, did you put it in there already?
I'm sharing this screen right now. So when you're ready to explode your head,
Perfect,
proved
okay.
But Garrick, does EXP
third-party
provide
referral
free?
companies.
Oh, you were cutting out Garrick for a little bit.
Okay, do you guys see my spreadsheet?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so these are all the EXP approved referral companies. So what does that mean? It's that these are actually and I'm going to put this in the share box. So these companies offer leads to, you have to sign up for them, right? So for example, let's say, okay, Clever Real Estate. So I can go to Clever Real Estate's website. I can sign up for referrals. And what a referral is, they're going to give you a lead. They're going to say, okay, Johnny wants to sell a house. But if in order for you to receive this lead, you have to agree that you can only charge him 1%. Okay, so every lead company has a different rule and different terms and agreement. So Clever's is you have to, it's only 1%, and then you have to give a 25% referral back to Clever. So you're listing for 0.75%. So maybe that's your business model, maybe it's not. So that's something you have to decide. Okay, so Clever, Guidance Home Services. So I'm actually partner with many of these different companies. So not only do you limit to Oojo, Opcity, and Redfin, you can make your list as long as you want. Okay,
Wow.
as long as you are able to manage and know where all these things go, put them all in your database, and then that way every day you wake up in the morning, you say, oh, I got to call these people. Okay, so Homelight also offers a lot of referrals too. That's pretty good. Landed is like for people who are like in the education industry. Fast Experts is also kind of, I think it's also like 30% referral. Guidance is Islamic home finance. So you can go down. Oojo is the one that Ben was talking about, very popular, but I think lead flow is down a little bit. Opcity is also free. You have an app you have to click on as fast as you can. So you got to pick it up. Quicken and Rocket, that's a mortgage company. So when they've pre-approved people and they like you in the area, they'll send you the referrals. So different companies, different rules. Referral exchange, I think you like, if you have like 10 leads that don't pick up their phone, and you can send it to who is it? Send it to Referral Exchange. They'll try to convert it, and if somebody else converts it, you get 25%. So there's just a lot,
Wow. And yeah, are you part of most of that? Or...
No, not at all. That's
Oh.
way too many. This is so
What
so
are
I
the
did my
top
own
3?
research and I put this list together, and I picked the ones that I thought were good. So I kind of like digging down to see which ones I'm focusing on. I do, what am I doing? I'm on Redfin. I just signed up for Upnest. I'm on, what else is I'm on? Redfin, Upnest, Opcity, and then I do have my own other lead gen as well. Oh, I am what do you call it? Guidance, but Guidance hasn't. Redfin actually started coming back. I'm starting to get leads from Redfin now. However, same thing. If you're not sitting on your phone, getting ready to press the button, you're not going to get the lead, right?
Yeah.
So not only are they holding you accountable to picking up the phone as fast as possible, they're also causing the connection with the client. Because think about this. The client on Redfin clicked on, I want to see a house. It goes to Redfin, then it broadcasts it out to its agents to see who's the fastest to pick it up. And then you say, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to pick it up. Then they're going to say, okay, we're going to call you right now and you better pick up that phone. Otherwise they're going to reassign that lead. That's how tight of a connection that they want to make. It's all speed to lead. So if you're taking your time, if you're used to just like, hey, there's leads coming in, I'm going to take my time. You're not going to be, you're going to go hungry. Right. So speed to lead. That's the name.
Can I get that link for this one too?
Yeah. I'm going to put this in the box.
Cool. Cool. And then how I manage when Garrett's done with his screen, how I manage my time, like you're asking, Stacy, is honestly, Garrett would probably attest to this, it's Google Calendar for me, you know, at the end of the day, and time block, because I run everything through my Google Calendar. And even when when people ask to, you know, talk to me and stuff, man, I have a Calendly account. It's a free Calendly account. And maybe Garrick can put that on there too, the link, and have people schedule with you in there. And then time block is what we were talking about earlier. So I'll give you an example for mine. And then here's, for example, so this week, right? Or today. So every morning, exercise, breakfast. I have this leadership meeting that I was on, coaching I was on. I had tons of meetings this morning. And then prospecting. The three things that I always have on here, and it doesn't go away, are prospecting and, like, you know, making sure I set time to eat. You can imagine how many realtors don't eat. They just
Or go to the potty.
Right. It's just crazy. So so three things I always have here is prospecting, eating, and then and what was the last thing I have here is these exercise right here. Exercise, eating, and then, you know, prospecting. I put the money making activities in green. So if I don't have enough green stuff on here, it's showing that I didn't prioritize enough high level activities on here. But I should have a lot of green in here. And that depends on the day, right? Everyone's day is different. So, you know, make sure you have a green every single day you're working, or else you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's just what it comes down to. And if you don't have a clue what to do, we just went over literally 100-point daily checklist for you. So you're sitting there, you're like, I don't think I have anything to do, which is crazy. You go, oh, did I do a social media post? Oh, did I call my referrals? Did I call my, you know, did I ask for a review today? You know, so there's always something to do at the end of the day.
Yeah. So with our business, we have infinite flexibility because everybody comes in and say, I want freedom to do anything.
Right.
You also have the freedom to not earn anything too. So
exactly.
Money making activities. I like what I saw there. You had a cold call for open house. So
Yes.
and I kind of share with that too, and say, well, I don't have any listings. I can't do any. Can't do any open houses this weekend. Well, there's plenty of houses on the market that don't have an open house. So give them a call. It's an opportunity to network with an agent. Okay, so and that gives an opportunity for attraction and also for them to build rapport. So like in the future, if they ever submit an offer, you submit an offer on their stuff, they know you already. So that's kind of cool too.
Yeah. And just if you want to step it up, door knock the prior day. Like I'm gonna do door knocking and cold calling for the open house. So
So you actually gotta actually
Sorry.
door knock today since your Saturday's off.
correct. Yep. So yeah. So in the prospect, I consider that a prospecting too. So
So
right
Ben,
after this, yeah.
so
Cool.
Ben, what do you mean cold call is when you are sitting your ass in the open house for hours, no one come, you just calling people? Is that what you meant?
No, so I get numbers from my title company of all the houses around the open house that I'm gonna do an open house. Just like a cold calling, like,
Okay.
cold calling is just like farming. It's another word, you know, like people that you haven't talked to.
Mm.
So you could
What's
say
your-
something like, hi, hi, Johnny, this is Ben. I'm hosting an open house 3 doors down from your place, or just, within a couple of blocks of your neighborhood or in your neighborhood. Just wanted to invite you over. We got snacks and drinks, come take a look at what your house could be worth. That's something you could just do without being overly salesy.
Yeah, I say, this is my script. I say, ring, ring. Hello, neighbor. How are you doing? My name is Ben with eXp Realty. We are hosting an open house this weekend, Sunday, and I want the neighbors to firsthand know this house that just got on the market.
Lovely.
Are you free this Sunday? No, yes, maybe so. Well, I just want to give you a personal invitation to our open house. And if you can make it, I can register you in. Can I count on you? That's what I do. You got to make it special. Like another thing I was gonna add too is like, if you can have like something extravagant, like a wine tasting, like you tell the neighbors, hey, just for the neighbors, the first 2 hours of the open house, we're gonna do a wine tasting for a wine. It doesn't have to be like wine, but cheese and crackers, whatever you want to do. And be like, just make it just for the neighbors. We're gonna have that for just the neighbors around here. And then the next 3 hours will be open to the public. So can you come to that neighbor exclusive invite? I can put you down for that. So something like that.
Hey, I have a question for everyone. What are you guys doing these days since the open houses are so slow? It's kind of painful that when open house is too busy, but it's even more painful when you only have one group the whole time. You're sitting there and you're looking the door and you're looking till 4 p.m. Still nobody showed up. It's kind of it's not a wasting time. It just need to do something to drive more, bring more traffic, but not a drop in the price yet, because we're priced very transparently already. And that's a great price. Unfortunately, just in this market,
That's why I go always back to cold calling. You're sitting there, no one's coming in. Why don't you just cold call the neighbors around them? Hey, did you know today we're having an open house? Like, did you know, like, you can't get out of the house, so you cold call. Why not? That's why it's important to get phone numbers from from title companies. Usually give it to me, of all the numbers, of all the homeowners numbers around that house that you're doing open house for. And how are you putting signage? It's important. 1 sign, 2 sign, that's not enough. You gotta like intersection, maybe 4 signs. In my calendar, I time block an hour before the open house, so I can go have enough time to put open house. We also have a huge banner in front of the house, so I don't know. I think, and if you do follow up, I bring my laptop to the open house. Shoot, I'm still working.
Right. It's just a mobile office. It just
Correct.
happens to be not your office. It's at the house you want, a pretty house. So if you wanted to leverage that, nobody said that open houses have to be Saturday, Sunday. They could also be Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon. So you could do 6 open houses. If your signs are out there, people will see that. And then whether or not people show up or not, you just have, it's kind of like creating opportunity. If people like, hey, we're bored and we're going to come by, and you just happen to be the lucky one with the door open, and they have $1 million house to sell, bingo, so otherwise you can make your phone calls there. I actually make a video there of the house, and I edit it while I'm, in between people. So I do
Yes.
video creation then.
Yes.
No, I think my point is I care for the neighbors, but I also don't really care if they come or not, okay? Because
Sure.
nosy neighbors always come. However, my point is like something actually going to work, I always want to promote all my listings in South Bay, but I haven't found a efficient way to inform those agents in South Bay, So in this way, because in South Bay, Silicon Valley versus the price here is actually it's really affordable, but the news does not travel down to the South, we put as many signs as we can, and I personally don't think that really attract the real buyers, because buyers use the online information, but it does help to promote us in the neighborhood. That's our strategy when I first joined the real estate, and everyone should do that. It's free, right? And how often you got to do open house? You put out 20 signs, all the people walking out on the weekend, they will see your signs. At least they will have an impression like when people come to my open house, neighbors, they always say, oh, I see your signs all over. Yeah, great, but still right now the activity is almost too slow. On Saturday, we got a 0. And on Sunday, we barely got a 2 to 3 groups, some are neighbors, and then it's not working, the longer sits on the market is getting harder. And also we have to pay staging, all these association fees is getting more expensive, under the concern from the sellers,
Yeah.
Well, this is a shift in the market, and this is an opportunity to educate the seller too, because there is a shock in the interest. It went up quite a bit. People can afford much less.
Yeah.
But then also because everybody's talking recession, people are in their mind, maybe I'll wait a year or two to go buy. So then you're going to need to find other ways to promote. For example, you can do online. If you really want to promote to agents in the South Bay, then you might need to network with people in the South Bay and let them know exactly. EXP has a off-market group you can promote in there. So that way people could see it too. Explain, make a video, make a TikTok or a reel, why Brisbane is better than Santa Clara, something like that. Because maybe I don't know, hey, if you can drive in 20 minutes, you can save yourself $300,000, maybe something like that. Yesterday's mastermind call with Tuan out of Dallas. She iconed in 2 months, by the way. She iconed in 2 months. Okay. So, so she knows that there were buyers coming to her market that were Vietnamese speaking. So she made a Facebook ad that targeted Orange County for people who are specifically moving to Dallas. So, it's like, come to Dallas. And she had a, like a promotion on Facebook, and it was probably in Vietnamese. That's why she got, she was able to convert 8 out of 10 of the leads that came to her in Dallas. So maybe that's an opportunity too. Make a glamour video of Brisbane for the Silicon Valley.
Thank you,
That's
Garrick.
smart, because it's an evergreen. It'll be an evergreen content too.
Yeah, even myself, it's like, well, everyone's leaving the Bay. I mean, we need to think of a way to attract people to the Bay. East Bay, live in the Bay Area for 30% off, because that's probably the discount for living in the East Bay compared to San Francisco and Silicon Valley. So yeah, even East Bay has an opportunity there for a video like that.
My next question is, how do you guys think what is the real price? Like I want to persuade my sellers to lower the expectation. To be honest, as an expert in Brisbane, I cannot speak of other market. I think we priced fairly reasonable, and it's almost too early to have them to do like a dump their property because they're not going to be happy. They are aware of the increasing rates and other factors, right? But even I ask myself, what is the real price? I kind of like lost, you know. I don't know what is the real price. I know agents cannot determine the price. It's the market, you know.
Yep.
What do you think is the real price? Garrick, remember Hayward, right? We think we're gonna sell below 800K, and we actually ending getting above 800K, and the multiple offer just suddenly happened, you know. Glad we didn't lower the price, you know. I know when I talked to the seller, I talked to him 3 times. We need to lower the price to draw more traffic to the open house. He said he wants to wait on it. He wants to wait on it. He wants to wait on it. I said, okay, fine. Let's do one more open house. And boom, we got all these offers. If I do lower the price, gonna have a hard time to run the price up, you know, because we don't know what is the real price. You know, we kind of like have that fear, but it's really not that bad. The rates went down, the stock market up. I don't know where this fear coming from. I feel sometimes agents are also very negative, you know, feel this is the downturn for us, you know, so creates all this fear on buyers too. Am I right or am I wrong?
Okay, just real quick, I want to thank Ben for joining us today. You know how to reach him. I'll put a link to his contact in the YouTube. So thank you, Ben. We'll see you at EXPCon this year.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Ben.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Can I ask you one question?
Thank you
before
so much.
go?
See you next Friday. Bye.
Sure, no worries.